Apple versus Samsung. Everybody has their own opinion and everybody has a favorite, which has caused these two brands to be in a tech rivalry that has lasted for years. But here's the real problem. Every time one of these brands come out with a new smartphone, it always seems to be the biggest debate ever on which one is actually better. But what would happen if somebody actually sat down and compared year by year Samsung versus Apple and actually compared them fairly and unbiased? So today I bought every iPhone and every Samsung Galaxy for the past 10 years to finally find out in the decade-long battle of smartphone evolutions who actually comes out on top. But you're probably asking, how is this going to be a fair comparison? Well, this is how the scoreboard is going to work. For every year, we're going to compare the iPhone and the Galaxy that came out in that year, and we're going to judge them based on 3 different things. Number 1, the camera. Number 2, the speed test. And number 3, how modern and how advanced the technology is overall in the phone. And every year, whichever phone wins gets a point, and at the end of the video, whoever gets more points gets crowned the best smartphone company in the world. So let's travel back in time from 2025 all the way back to the late 2000s. Starting with the first iPhone and the first flagship, the Galaxy S. This came out in 2010 and the iPhone came out in 2007. So not in the same year, but these were the first comparable phones that we have. So first glance, I think that the iPhone's gonna win for the modern. I think it just looks more like futuristic and like spaceship. This one looks like kind of like a BlackBerry, to be honest with you. The first iPhone's still up and running. Somehow, some way, she's still going. I think we have our first winner of the first competition because the Samsung Galaxy S doesn't actually turn on. It's been charging for 20 minutes and she don't want to wake up. I think 20 years was well over this time for this one. Dang, round 1, 2010, first flagship phone. The winner is iPhone, just by default because this one doesn't turn on. Rest in peace. Which brings us to the year 2015 where we have the Samsung S6 Edge and the iPhone 6S Plus. But this is what the differences in the boxes looked like. We have the iconic like iPhone box, which is just white with the name on it. And this is one of beginning Samsung boxes looked like. Ooh, that is a sexy phone right there. And then here we have the 6. So straight off the bat, this is what the comparison is looking like. Okay, so the first test, let's see which one turns on faster. Ooh, they both just turned on the same exact time. Let's see for the speed test. Oh, which is going to be like just like a race head to head. This one's doing a whole lot of something. Dude, oh my gosh, that was so close, like a second off. The Samsung turned on right after the iPhone. So for the speed test, the iPhone is gonna take the win on this one. Right off the rip from comparing both of them, you can kind of tell that they're going in a similar direction here. Both of them came with like a little Touch ID finger recognition, which is really cool. And it does seem like the Samsung has less borders than the iPhone. It's like the iPhone has way chunkier borders. And I also love that the Samsung has these edges on the side. I think that makes it look super modern and like futuristic compared to this one. And I feel like size-wise, it still feels like the edge is actually thinner. This one definitely feels lighter than the iPhone 6. The Samsung is looking a lot more futuristic. So while the iPhone won the speed test point, I honestly think that the Samsung